Well, people, it is Sunday. Happy Sunday, the 4th of December. No, Pearson, no, it's January 4th. Yeah, January 4th of 2026. I have 5:17 in the PM. It's going to take me a while, and I'm sure it's going to take you guys a while to adjust to it as well. I am wearing a tie that one of the subscribers sent to me, along with the matching hanky, and I thought I'd put on my red, white, and blue as well. Thank you, and God bless you. Good evening, one and all. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. Yeah. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. May we always call upon his name. There's power in the blood. Power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. I learned that in church. That's right. May he always shower us with a blessing. Ask for angels, have the Holy Spirit cover you with that blood. People, you're not going to like this video. I'm warning you ahead of time. You're not going to like this video because this is the security detail of it. And if there's ever a video to show that things are rocky and things are uncertain and that the powers are making a move from history to now, it is now. Don Bongino, today was his last day. And I've done a few videos on him. You know, he's a podcaster. He left YouTube and went to Rumble, and he's doing a few other things. But yeah, FBI Security Director Don Bongino, I believe there's a historical connection to him with someone that a few people in America don't like historically. But let's get on with it. I want to scurry into this because I can't wait to show you this video. Man, it's loaded.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Dan Bongino has made his final post as a deputy FBI director, marking the end of 1 year, a lot of ups and downs, a massive roller coaster, and probably the most fascinating stint we've ever seen for somebody taking a role in federal law enforcement when Dan Bongino was, let's just call it what it is, a podcaster, right? And then being amplified and promoted to the most powerful law enforcement position probably in the country. Deputy Director of the FBI is where all the work gets done. So Dan Bongino marking his final days. He is now officially gone from the FBI. As of this morning, President Trump announced at the end of last year that Bongino would be leaving. He said that it was too stressful on his marriage and on his business. He's been married for like 30 years. He has 2 daughters, children, and they didn't move to D.C. Dan Bongino was working in D.C. and he says it was very lonely and it was pretty depressing. And if you've been to D.C., you know that those things, quite frankly, are true. It's very depressing.
I don't believe one word of it. Not one zilch, one word. Like I said before, I've done a few videos on this gentleman. I followed him off and on when he was on YouTube, then to Rumble. And I followed him especially after he gave a testimony, a strikingly blazing, if you will, testimony about the failures in relation to July 13th. For many of you all who don't know, on July 13th, Trump was giving a speech in Butler, Pennsylvania when they said he got hit in the ear, was rushed to the hospital. And here comes Bongino to the rescue. And many believed he was going to be there for a while. Young guy, 51 years old. And for family to be the excuse? Boring? Nah. The numbers tell the story. And the future past, when you see this, you're going to be what? Wow, especially you JFK folks. Y'all gonna be like, whoa, whoa. Now let's hear him testify. He had a hearing in relation to July 13th incident.
Listen, let's just get right to the point. This was an apocalyptic security failure. A man was murdered in front of his family. 3 people were shot on live television, including President Trump, and the head who came within 2 millimeters of having his head explode on national television in front of millions of people. There's no sugarcoating it. It's no time for BS. Unfortunately, as Congressman Crane and Mills both indicated, the story seems to have been vanquished to the phantom zone, the media coverage. It's amazing how we're still talking about JFK's assassination, but nobody seems to want to talk about President Trump being shot in the head on national television, despite the fact that we have no answers.
Did you hear him bring up JFK? Listen.
Listen, let's just get right to the point. This was an apocalyptic security failure. A man was murdered in front of his family. 3 people were shot on live television, including President Trump, and the head who came within 2 millimeters of having his head explode on national television in front of millions of people. There's no sugarcoating it. It's no time for BS. Unfortunately, as Congressman Crane and Mills both indicated, the story seems to have been vanquished to the phantom zone, the media coverage. It's amazing how we're still talking about JFK's assassination, but nobody seems to want to talk about President Trump being shot in the head on national television, despite the fact that we have no answers. So I have 5 minutes, so I want to keep it quick, and I want to make 3 points. I worked in the Secret Service for 12 years. I loved it. I worked with some really amazing men and women who gave everything. I mean, a couple of them literally gave everything. I know guys who've gotten bizarre diseases overseas, like chikungunya fever and protection operations. Everybody gave a little bit of something in the Secret Service, and it was a real honor to say I was part of it. But they have 3 institutional problems, I believe, in the macro will help us get to the bottom of how this Secret Service apocalyptic failure won't happen again. First, they have a technology problem. The joke in the Secret Service, which is just sadly no longer funny when I was there, and it wasn't funny then either, is they rely on yesterday's technology tomorrow. Think about that. Yesterday's technology tomorrow. Everything from computer systems that waste agents' times, filling out time and attendance records.
So he went down the road. It was grueling. It was grueling. It was grueling. And he made his case that change needed to come. But only 1 year? If anybody would know that it's going to take a lot out of you, and he worked 12 years, don't you think he would have known? So what's really going on? Now, he made these statements on August 27th of 2024, and he mentioned JFK. So, August 27th, 2024, that's when he was at the hearing, speaking on July 13th. June 14th, 1946 is when Trump was born. So 78 days after Trump was born, 2 months and 2 weeks, 2-2. And what is 2-2? Well, you have an iPad goat photo I want to show you. In the movie iPad Goat on YouTube, Barack Obama is sweating a V. V is the 22nd letter of the alphabet. After he sweats that V, everything behind him crumbles. The American flag shreds in 2. WAR breaks out. Antichrist comes. It's a hell on earth. And the clock also turns to midnight. So again, we take the day that Bongino made this statement, testifying, subtracted from Trump's original birthday. Trump was 78 years old, and the two. This is his birthday, 12/4. Take 12/4 from December 4th, 2026. Why'd you do that, Pearson? $12.4. So, had a few things to think about there. January 4th, 2026, his last day. 12/4/2026, his birthday. The difference is 47 weeks. Trump's the 47th president. Isn't that interesting? I just had to look at that for a minute. His birthday is exactly 47 weeks from his resignation day, and Trump is the 47th president. Now, he was sworn in on March 17th. March 17, 2025. Go down the row. March 17, 2026 anniversary. June 4th. January 4th, 2026 today. The difference is 2/16. So the anniversary of him being sworn in versus today gives you 2/16. The 216th day of the year is August 4th. That's Barack Obama's birthday. Is he behind all this? Here's the little kid that hit Trump in the ear. Remember this guy? Thomas Matthew Crooks? That's his birthday, 9/20/03. Crooks. What a name, huh? (9/20/03). What do we got? We're going to go to that right here. 9/20/03 from today's date. Look at that. January 4th, 2026. 22322. What else you got? Well, let's curve that over with. We also have $316, and that's sacrifice. Remember? 316 and 107. This is very disturbing. Look at that. 22 and 107. And then your 316. As well as your 322, skull and bones. Now you might ask, was 107? Kamala Harris got that book out called 107 Days. 316 is like John 3:16. So that boy's birthday who hit Trump versus today when he's resigning, doesn't look good. And here's your book by Kamala Harris, 107, because 107 was in that computation. So the book came out on 9/23. You just saw that, 9/23. Take 9/23/2025. Kamala's book came out. Today, he's resigning from FBI. The difference is 316. 316, like John 3:16 of the Bible, sacrifice. I tell you, you're not going to like this video, but it's going to get deeper. J. Edgar Hoover. He was FBI director back in the day with JFK. Look at his birthday. 1/1/1895, death date, May 5th. What's that, 1972? Very controversial. January 1st, J. Edgar Hoover. Gotta do your history on that. He was FBI director he was appointed acting director of the Bureau of Investigation in 1924 and remained in the role for nearly 50 years. He was there 48 years plus. Isn't that something? Watch this. It's a mind blower here. 1/1/1895. That's the birthday of J. Edgar Hoover. December 4th, 1974. That's the current FBI director who just resigned today, Dan Bongino. And what is the difference? The difference between their birthdays is 79 years. Look at this. I want you to look at this real good. The difference between their birthdays is 79 years and 338. 79. Trump is 79 years old. What is 338? The 338th day of the year is December 4th. The 338th day of the year, right there, is December 4th. What's December 4th? That's his birthday. Dan Bongino is leaving today. And I just took J. Edgar Hoover, the one who was in charge of the FBI when JFK got shot. I took his birthday and subtracted it from Dan Bongino's birthday, and I got 79 years. That's Trump's age in 338. 338 is December 4th, and that's Dan Bongino's birthday. I hope you connected that. So when you're looking at this number, you're looking at Trump and Dan Bongino's birthday. When you subtract two FBI directors, one with Kennedy and the one that just resigned. I tell you, this is some kind of decode. Now look at this. May 29, 2025. That's the anniversary of JFK's birthday. Then December 4th, 2026. That's the next birthday of Dan Bongino. The difference is 79 weeks and 1 day. Trump is 79 years old. There's Trump's birthday. I need to show the receipts, that how old he is. He's 79. Trump is 79. It's deep, y'all. I think all this was masqueraded to tell us the future. Now, we got today's date subtracted from, watch this. Today's date, he resigned. November 22nd, 2026 is the anniversary that JFK was shot. The difference is 46. JFK, George Floyd, George Orwell, they all died at 46. Also, not only is this 46, it also comes out to like Luke 10:18 when you saw Satan falling out of heaven, 10:18. And 322 skull and bones. This ain't good, people. This ain't good. When I first tried to do this decode, nothing was coming a few hours ago, so I worked on something else. Then I came back to this. Okay, check this out. December 4th, 2024, Don Bongino's birthday, 2024. June 14th, 2025, the following year, Trump's birthday. Trump's birthday versus Don Bongino's birthday is Trump's birthday, 6/14. Look at that. December 4th versus June 14th, Trump's birthday. Their birthdays, Trump's security director. Trump's security director is exactly 6 months, 1 week, and 4 days from his birthday. It's 6/14. They're twined. What else we got? May 29th, 1947. That's the anniversary of JFK's birthday. Then you got December 4th, 1974. Well, I'm sorry. May 29th, 1974 is the anniversary of JFK's birthday. December 4th, 1974 is the literal date of Bongino, of his birthday. The difference is 190. What is 190? The 190th day of the year is July 9th, like 7-9. Trump is 79 years old. People, what a decode. Look at these numbers. These numbers are crazy. They're off the chain. Just go down the road, they're off the chain. And what they mean. What do they mean? I think the whole thing was set up. I think the whole thing is staged to give us a message for the future. I take the birthday of J. Edgar Hoover and subtract it from the birthday of Dan Bongino. And the difference is 79 and 338. 79 and 338. That's Trump age. And 338 is December 4th. That's Dan Bongino's birthday, December 4th. I keep telling y'all, this is AI technology at work. This is what God forbid Adam and Eve to do in that Garden of Eden. That's why he sealed off that tree after they bit, because God knew that this type of knowledge, to be able to take future past and put it together, would be contrary to how God wanted mankind to relate to either the universe or each other or just on earth, period. It wasn't for them. It was only for God. And now, obviously, they got it back. But God has blessed me with a gift to be able to break this thing apart. Not put it together, but just break it apart and give you a presentation to let you know what they're up to. This couldn't be human beings. It's got to be fallen angel technology. And thank God he sealed off the Garden of Eden so they couldn't get to it. But they got back to it, in my humble opinion, because the knowledge has increased. We got all types of technology. And we have the CERN allegedly, as they draw that dark matter, these spirits, that intellect. Man's got a pact with this evil power. And when God said knowledge will increase in the last days, that's what the Bible said, right? Okay, we witnessing it. We're going back to what they did during the Egyptian period, where whatever man could think, he could do it. And they made things not in the image of God. I can't say, but you know what I'm trying to say. They sliced and diced it and mixed it, and it looked part human and it looked part, you know what else? Fallen angels. They give out this extraordinary knowledge, and they have a number system. And so I'm able to look at, to me, what was done historically with JFK, and then connect it to this FBI director and give you a presentation. It's up to you to decide. I think it's all coordinated. So one day we're going to wake up and Donald Trump will be unalived. And people are going to lose their mind. Because they're not going to get a tip. They're not watching my channel. I'm giving you a tip so you don't lose your mind, that it was all orchestrated. Ain't nothing going to happen to him. They're going to take him off the world stage. He's going to play golf. That's all. He's going to play golf. He's going to play golf. He's going to have fun because he's played out his role. And it's going to be similar to JFK. JFK was born in 1917. Trump became president in 2017. JFK is buried in Arlington National Cemetery. Trump is the 45th president. And as the remains of JFK are in Arlington National Cemetery, it's lot 45. And Trump's the 45th president. They're connected. And their stories are connected. And their FBI directors are connected. It's all connected. I'm Frenshot Pearson. Woo! Tell you, These decodes are something else. If you can help the channel, I appreciate it. I do have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Screenshot it, send a love offering if you can. I appreciate it. If you can't, just pray for me. I'll pray for you. Thank you very much. We're going to be all right. Don't worry about nothing. They're going to play their game. Trump will be gone somewhere else. Kamala Harris is coming. Then Obama's coming. It's all coming down. But remember, Jesus has risen for a beautiful purpose on a day like this. God bless.